Okay, welcome everybody. This is Richie Price coming to you live from Perth, Western Australia. Welcome if you're watching live. Welcome if you're watching the recording. Tonight's topic is content creation. So I'll just hop over now and share my screen. Put together a bit of a slide. So, right, let's go over content creation and why it's so important, why you need to implement it, and why it's kind of the lifeblood of your business, really. So first of all, I just want to preface this training and any other further trainings that I do is a little paradigm shift that you've got to have here and that you've got to realize about this home business, network marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing industry is that it's actually a leadership and personal development business model. It's not what everybody thinks. It's not your typical features and benefits. You know, we've been ingrained, we've had it ingrained in our minds, we've been grown up with everything being about features and benefits. You know, when you go to buy a house, they throw at you the features and benefits. They tell you how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, you know, whether it's got air conditioning, 2-story, single story, basically all the features, all the benefits that it has. Same as if you buy a car, same as if you go buy a new bed, anything like that. Everything is based around features and benefits. Now, the reason it is different with this industry is because this industry, people are looking to create freedom. People are looking to create their own online business or network marketing business. And they need to know that you can show them that you are the one that can teach them to be able to take them to what they foresee as the promised land. So it's very important that you have that shift and move away from the features and benefits and start going more towards providing value, showing leadership, and taking through people a journey of personal development. Okay, so let's move forward. Content creation. Why is it so important? So straight up, what is it, and why do we need to? Why is it so important? What is content creation? So content creation is useful information that attracts people to you. So there's lots of different ways out there to create content. There's blog posts, there's email marketing, there's YouTube videos, there's all sorts of things like that. There's Twitter, there's all sorts of different platforms. But as I have generated my results on Facebook, this is what I'm going to purely base this content off of. And this is basically content being posted to Facebook. So it's useful information that you post on your wall or in groups or on pages or videos you create that is going to attract people to you, that's going to pique their curiosity and what's going to ask them, or, you know, get them interested to ask them what it is that you're doing, what you have going on. So content, when you're creating your content, the majority of the time, not all of the time, because there's different types of content you should be posting, but the majority of your time, when you're creating and posting content, it should be strategic and it should be targeting the pain points of the industry. So it should be solving the pain and problems of your target audience. And we'll get into that a bit more later. So it can be done through text-based, pictures, or video. Okay, so why should you be posting content? Why is it so important? Why do you have to do it? Okay, so posting valuable content brands you as the expert. If you are sharing results, if you're sharing things that you've learned and teaching people things, it's going to brand you as the expert, and it's going to naturally attract people to you and keep an eye on what you're doing. It positions you as your authority. Now, a lot of people get misconstrued and they think, you know, I'm brand new to the industry. I'm no expert. I have no authority. How am I ever going to make this work? You can literally position yourself as the authority within the first couple of days of getting started in this industry. All you have to do is you have to go and learn something or read some blog posts or go find some information, read it, absorb it. If it is a strategy or something like that, then you can implement it, then you can collect some data, and then it's about going back to your audience and sharing that information. Because what you need to realize is there's always somebody out there that is newer than you or doesn't know about what you've just learned or what you're sharing. So if you're continually sharing valuable content and teaching people things, you're positioning yourself as the authority and the go-to person for that given topic. Okay, it attracts people to you. As I went through before, with you continually posting content, it's going to pique people's curiosity. Okay, so 97% of the industry is failing, and the reason is because most people just aren't taught how to operate this business properly, how to get leads properly, and how to present their business or product or opportunity to their target audience. So if you can stand out from the 97% and not do what they're doing, which is spamming and posting their links in groups and things like that, if you can stand out from those people and create content and give value day in, day out, teach people things, provide motivation, inspiration, it's going to naturally attract people to you because you're standing out and you're being completely different from everyone else. So I just want you to picture this situation you had. Say if you're you might be at a party, and there's a room full of people, it's quite loud, and imagine you want to get everybody's attention. Would you stand on the floor at the same level as everyone else where it's noisy and try and yell out and hope for the best that you'd get people's attention? It wouldn't work. You'd have a better chance if you stood up on a chair, shouted at the top of your lungs and got everyone's attention. When you're creating valuable content and you're teaching people things and you're showing leadership skills, that's basically what you're doing. You're rising above the noise and you're standing out above everyone else, and you're making yourself seen and heard. So that's what you want to do with creating content. You want to be attracting people to you. Okay? With you creating regular content, people get to know you without actually having to talk to you. You know, most people think you have to spend hours and hours in chat boxes individually chatting to people to build relationships. It's a very effective way of doing things, but also time consuming. So you want to limit the chats to times when you've got leads, interested leads into your business, then utilize the chat then. But you can create content, videos, pictures and text, like I said before. And if you are creating it from you and showing who you are, showing your personality through your content, then people are going to be able to get to know you without even being able to talk to you. I've been to a live event before where I was, creating content and stuff like that, and there's people I'd never met in person. They knew who I was, they knew what type of person I was because of the content that I put online, because the videos that I post, they have heard my voice, they've seen my face, they sort of get the gist of what my personality is like. So just like now, me doing these videos for you guys, if we was to meet at an event, you would feel pretty familiar with me. You would feel a lot more familiar than what you would if it was a complete random person that you'd never even met before. So it's a great way for you to be able to build relationships and build trust without having to physically talk to people, getting on the phone or in a chat box and things like that. So content is very, very important. When you're creating regular content, excuse me, when you're doing videos and things like that, you get to build the know, like, and trust factor. So what do I mean by that? So I'm sure you've heard the term before that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Okay, so again, pretty much similar to the last point I just made, with you creating this regular content, giving value all the time, motivating people, inspiring people, you're building that know, like, and trust factor. And it's leveraged by your content because you're showing it to multiple people at once. If you have a full friends list on Facebook, which is 5,000 people, and you can have unlimited followers, you can have one piece of content or one video or pictures of what you've been up to showing to literally thousands of people at once. So you're leveraging your content to reach out effectively to more than just one person at a time. Okay, so how do you create content? All right. So the best way to go about it is to follow the RVL formula. Okay, so the RVL formula, the RVL stands for results, value, and lifestyle. Okay, so when we say results, it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary results. It doesn't have to be, commissions you've earned and things like that. It could be results that you've got from testing a strategy. You may have gone onto YouTube, or you may have watched a webinar, or you may have read an ebook and learned a strategy. And then you put it into place, you practice it for maybe a couple of days to a week, you collect some data, and then you share with people what's happened. So you might put for instance, one of the lead generation strategies that I taught you last week, you may put one of them into place and do that over a space of a week, then come back and you can teach that and say, hey, I learned this strategy, blah, blah, blah. I've generated so many leads over the week, and that's how you do it. So results doesn't always have to be monetary results. If you've got monetary results, that's great. You can share those and you can share how you've done that. If you haven't earned any commissions yourself, I highly recommend, and a lot of people don't like to do this, but my mentor taught me that you should always be edifying other people. So your other teammates, people that are in the same business opportunity as you, it might even be people that you have a good relationship with on social media that you aren't even in the same business, to edify people and lift them up. So sharing results, sharing that what we're doing here in the network marketing online business industry, in the home-based industry, it works. You can get results from it. So R stands for results, V stands for value, and is basically what I've just been going over here. So it could be how-tos on marketing, it could be value, it could even be a motivational post, an inspirational post, it could be a video tutorial on how to create graphics on Canva, anything like that. So that's value. Lifestyle is a very, very important one. So there's no good sitting behind a computer posting things, just text-based posts on Facebook all the time, because that's basically all you're doing. You're hiding behind a computer. No one knows who you are. No one knows what you're up to. So what you want to do is, with lifestyle, you want to create regular videos when you're, you might just be walking down the park with your kids or something like that, or out with your mates, or whatever it is you're doing, or if you're at a barbecue, post some photos, or whatever it is you're doing, just post lifestyle pictures and videos that shows people who you are, what you're up to. That way, again, going back to what we went through before, you're building that know, like, and trust factor. You are letting people get to know you without having to individually chat to every single person on your friends list. So that's a very important formula to follow. If you stick to that, the RVL, and add a few other things in there, which I'm going to show you in a second, that's basically the formula that you want to follow. I learned that from a guy named Ankar Agarwal, and he's a multiple seven-figure earner. That was one of his top tips at a live event. Just follow the RVL formula, and he does that with his email marketing. So it's the same across every platform. Follow that formula, and it'll be a winner. Stay consistent with it. Okay, so how many times a day should you be posting? There's lots of different, some people say 2 to 3, some people say 2, whatever. I found what works best for me personally is 3 to 4 times per day. And if you can, include a video. If you can do 3 to 4 videos a week, if you can do one every day, fantastic, that's great. But I would highly suggest, I know a lot of people have trouble getting out of their comfort zone with doing videos, but you are no different to the person that's just done one. You're no different to the next person that's going to do one. Just get your face on the camera. If you're stuck for a subject, the first video could be why you started in this industry. Let people know about who you are, what it is that's driving you, why you've decided to build an online business or a network marketing business, and why. Give them the reason. Let people know who you are, what's going on. So posting 3 to 4 times a day is what works for me, and is what I would recommend. It generates a good amount of leads for you to keep up with, and I've just found that that's what works with me. And what you want to do is, you want to be mixing those posts up between text-based video and pictures. So other things that you can create content around and post are motivational things. That can be motivational videos that you've grabbed from YouTube, motivational quotes and pictures that you've grabbed off Google. Maybe it's from a book you've read or something you've watched, something you've seen, and you've got a great quote, post it. Trivia questions are great for raising the engagement on your page. If you find that your engagement's quite low, you want to try and think of a question that's relatable to the industry, and it's that simple that a 4-year-old could answer it. And in saying that, it doesn't necessarily have to be that relatable to the industry. It could just be something that people can have a genuine interest in. Like I created a graphic on Canva, and it had a picture of 4 cars. I think you may have seen it. One was a Ferrari, one was a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, and a Bentley. Posted a picture and said, which one would you choose, A, B, C, or D? And it literally gets about 50, 60 comments. That really lifts the engagement on your page, and it's important also to engage with the people that are commenting and liking on your posts too. So tutorials, how-to tutorials, how to set up an email autoresponder, how to create a graphic on Canva, how to create graphics on PowerPoint. Could be lots of different things. YouTube and Google are an absolute wealth of knowledge. If the program or BizOp that you're in doesn't have any marketing strategy or anything like that as their base product, then you need to go to YouTube or someone like that and just watch some videos. Look at something you'd like to learn, something you think will be valuable to share with your audience. And again, remember me going back to saying that a lot of your content should be based around solving the pains and problems of your target audience, okay? So marketing how-tos, again, some of those lead generation strategies I taught you last week, you could put one of them into place, like I mentioned, and once you've generated some results, show people, share it with people. Say, hey, look, I found this cool way how to generate leads for free on Facebook. This is what I've been doing for the last week, and I've generated 10, 20, 30 leads. Doesn't matter. If you're starting new, if it's 1 lead, if it's 2 leads, whatever it is, just share your results. Share what you've been doing. Okay, carry on. So again, you want to mix up all of your posts. Everything I've mentioned here, the RVL formula, the motivation, inspiration, trivia, tutorials, marketing how-tos, these can all be mixed up between these different types of content. So it can be text-based, it can be pictures, and it can be videos, okay? So you really want to have a good mix of that going on. You don't just want to have a wall that looks like just all text-based content. You've got no photos, you've got no videos in there. When people come and check out your profile, you want them to be engaged, you want them to be intrigued, so they're going to come back and have a look. They might stop, they might comment, they might engage and like, or they may even share some of your content as well. So when you've got a nice, engaging looking profile like that, and then they start engaging on your content, that means that your stuff's going to start showing up in their newsfeed, okay? So you really want to mix it up between text, pictures, and video. So, and this is great, this is awesome, Richie, but where do I get it from? I remember when I first got told about this whole content creation thing and providing value, and I was like, yeah, this is great, but where do I get it all from? Like, how do I come up with this stuff? So here's a good list of things and go-tos that I do. If I'm ever stuck for content, I refer back to this. So biggest one is personal experience and learning. So as I said before, implementing something yourself, grabbing the data and sharing those results. So that's basically what marketing is. Marketing is putting something into practice, implementing something, gathering some data on it, and then sharing that data. It could be learning. You could be on a webinar, you could have gone to a live seminar, anything like that. Anything that you've been learning, share it. And also going back to personal experience could be, one of the most powerful things that you can share is your story. Like I said with the subject of your first video, share your story. That's a very, very powerful thing to share. Sharing personal experiences, it lets people form that relationship and know, like, and trust factor with you a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so books. If you don't read books, it's probably a good idea. If you don't like physically reading books, there's always like the audio books, or there's the Kindle books, whatever it may be. But I highly suggest that you read your books, because as I mentioned at the beginning of this Zoom meeting, is that this industry is actually a leadership and personal development industry. So that means yourself has to go through a certain amount of personal development. You have to continually keep growing and growing and growing as a person for your business to then be able to grow as well. If you're not growing as a person, your business isn't growing. If your business isn't growing, you're not making any money. And if you're not willing to grow as a person, then you maybe not be the best things for you. So I would definitely highly suggest that you always take in new information, always learning new things. So books is a great way to get content. And what I like to do is I'll read a book, and I've actually got a highlighter. So as I'm reading, if something pops out, that I'll highlight those couple of lines, carry on reading. Once I finish the book, I'll go back through, and the things that have really stuck out to me, there's little snippets of the book that you can share. You don't have to copy it word for word. It's got to come from your own personality, okay? So there might be something that sticks out to you. You just reword it and regurgitate it in your own personality. Or if you are going to copy it word for word, just say, awesome thing that I just learned from so-and-so book that I've just finished reading, bang, and post that. It's got to be valuable content. It's got to be stuff that's going to engage people. It's got to be stuff that's going to help people and solve people's pain and problems. So books is a great way to come up with content. Okay, webinars. I'm sure you've all been on a ton of webinars, and most of the time webinars are having something sold at the end. And like I've mentioned before, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's a great strategy for selling your products and business opportunity. But what you'll find with webinars, there's always value packed leading up to that sell point. So you should always have a pen and paper out, jotting down notes of everything that you're learning. And then again, you can say, hey, this is what I've just learned, blah, 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 or regurgitate it in your own words and spit it back out and and share with people what you're learning. Okay, live events and seminars are huge. I've been to a few live events and seminars now, and each one I've come back from, I've literally had, like, not sure if you're familiar with those hotel notepads that they give you when you go to a live event. I think I've come back with 3 or 4 of those, back to front, just jam-packed. And they're all sitting in my top drawer of my desk here. So again, if I ever get stuck, I'll rip them out, I'll have a read through, and I'll create some content around that. YouTube, as I mentioned before, YouTube is an absolute wealth of knowledge. Tutorials on just about anything. So if there's something that you're stuck with, or you're in a lot of groups, or you're seeing the same familiar issue popping up on your page that people haven't, jump on YouTube. If you can figure out how to do that, if you know that the majority of people in your audience are struggling with this one thing, and you can be the person to go and figure it out and then provide the solution, guess what? Like I said before, that automatically positions you as the authority, brands you as the expert, and you're heading in the direction you want to be. One thing with YouTube though, a lot of people say, there's so much free stuff on YouTube, why should I ever pay for a mentor or courses or training, that sort of stuff. Free training will only get you so far. If you want to grow your business, if you want to grow yourself, at some point you're going to have to invest in yourself and your business. But YouTube is a great resource for grabbing content. It could be a motivational video. It doesn't even have to be a how-to. It could be a motivational, inspirational video. You may grab a few quotes from one of those videos, those compilation videos they have that go for like 10, 20 minutes. They're awesome. You can grab content from there. Okay, Google's awesome for finding, blogs and articles and things like that to read. It's awesome for finding motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, that sort of stuff, to get ideas of something to post on your own page. Blog posts is a really good one. I got told this little strategy a couple of years, or probably about a year ago now, and a good way to do is to find out the leaders in the industry, and I'll do a live demo on this after, I'll show you afterwards, is to go to their blogs and scroll back maybe 6 months to a year ago and read some of their old blog posts and look at the ones that have got a few, some engagement on there, or that is going to be ideal for your target audience, and read it. And always, I'm not ever telling you to copy and paste someone else's content, because it's just not right. It's not the done thing, and it also doesn't show your personality and who you are. So grab the blog post, read it. If you have to copy and paste it somewhere so you can absorb a little bit more, read it, take it in, and reword it, regurgitate it, reword it, restructure it, so it sounds like it's coming from you. So it's showing your personality. You're still getting the same core message across, but it's coming from you rather than being a copy and paste from someone's blog. Okay, fan pages. As I went through the fan pages with you last week on, where you find leads and all that sort of thing, you can head to the leaders' fan pages, see what they're talking about. You can almost guarantee, if someone's got a lot of followers, if there's a leader in the industry, if there's a topic they're talking about, you can guarantee that it's going to be a hot topic with your audience too. Because if the leaders are talking about it, and this is content they're putting out, it's valuable stuff, because they've already grown that large audience of 100, 200,000 followers. So again, absorb it, read it, watch the video, absorb it, regurgitate it, rewrite it, or shoot a video of what you've just learned in your own words, in your own personality. Okay, guys, so that is the end of the slide. So what I like to do is, I'm not sure about you personally, but for me, I can sit in a classroom all day long and be told things, but I don't actually take things in unless I'm physically shown. So that's what I want to do tonight. I just want to go over a couple of things that I've gone here and just show you what I do on a day-to-day basis and how I do it. Stop sharing. So, hang on. It's not. Where are we? Go to screen share again. So out of that. It's going to happen. All right, here we go. Cool. All right. So there's one thing I want to share with you that I've just recently started tested, and it's basically creating a piece of content to create targeted, interested leads about your business. Okay, so I think I posted this on Monday night, and it's just in those marketing groups. So there you go, 22 hours ago I posted this, and what it is I've basically written a little blurb and shared a little bit of my story of the biz op that I'm in now and how I've come to generate my first 10K online. And I've also just included a quick video, and it's just a straightforward being yourself, no hypey crap video, and just explaining what's worked for you. So I'll just quickly. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. So basically, I'm just sharing my story. When I first got started online, you know, I struggled. I spent a ton of money on traffic. I spent heaps of money on paid ads and just couldn't get it to work. I followed what I was being told. Excuse me, guys. I followed what I was being told about how to be successful in my business. It didn't work, and I'm just sharing what has worked for me. So you'll notice in this post here, there's no spam, there's no forcefulness, there's no posting links. So all I'm doing is sharing my story. I'm being honest. I'm telling my story, and I'm basically just saying, if you want any info, comment below, and I'll share a training with you. We'll have a chat, and we'll see if it's a fit for you, basically. So I did that on the 22nd, and I just copy and pasted the same message to a few different groups, and this is just one of the groups. So in 22 hours, it's generated me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leads. 9 leads, 9 people that I can now contact via Messenger that I know are already interested in what I've got going on. It's not a guessing game. I don't have to get into an awkward chat or anything like that. So this is an awesome strategy of creating a piece of valuable content. And as I said before, it's sharing my story. It's text-based and as a video, and just putting it in front of an audience that you think may be interested in what you're doing. So content that's creating, you know, that's creating fairly warm leads. They're coming to me because they're interested in what I've got going on. Okay, so that's something that I highly suggest that you do. I know everyone's got different business opportunities, but just tailor it to what you're doing. And if you don't have results, you know, I'm sharing my results here about my first 10K online. If you don't have those kind of results yet, that's fine. Just say, hey, I've just got started in this brand new opportunity. Just got stuck into the training. It's unbelievable. Some of the results people have been having so far, this, and this. My mentor's been able to generate this. And just go on and explain. You don't have to lie. You don't have to say you got these results, because that's always the worst thing. You always come unstuck if you do that. So if you don't have results, just reword it to say, you know, you've just got started. Other people are getting results. Can't wait to see this happening for me. If you want some more info and take a look at what I'm doing, comment below, blah, blah, blah. Simple, very simple. And the beautiful thing about this is you create the video once, you create this blurb once. And what I plan to do now, this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just going to test this for the next week, 2 weeks, see how we go. Every other day, I'll go back and I'll post this in the groups, and I'll see if I can keep generating leads. I don't have to keep coming up with the same story or a different story each time. I've got that text-based content there. I've got the video content saved on my laptop, so I can just go copy and paste over about 4 or 5 different pages, and it's going to generate me leads automatically. Okay, so that was the quick strategy I wanted to share with you. Canva, how to create. I'm not sure if any of you have used Canva before, but Canva is an awesome, I don't know what to call it, program or website, software, but it's www.canva.com, and it's basically what I use to create all my pictures. So there's results, there's marketing stuff, there's here's one of those multiple choice things I was telling you about. Here is a motivational thing. I think I may have gone to Google and looked up a motivational post or something about, you know, your dreams and your reality. I found a quote there. I grabbed the picture from Google, I put it in here, and it's simple. I will go and I'll post a tutorial on Canva in the group at another point. It's probably goes a bit too deep for this this Zoom meeting, but as you can see, I've created all these different things, all this different stuff, and it's just an awesome way. It's completely free. There are some pictures and graphics that you can pay for, but why pay for it when you can just go to Google and grab it for free? So canva.com, as you can see up here, www.canva.com is an awesome tool. So you know, just get on it and have a bash around. I just taught myself how to use it. I think there's a little bit of a training instructional video at the start, so it's pretty simple once you get your head around it. Instagram, this is another good one. If you're stuck, you know, if you think, oh, I might want to, you know, post something motivational, inspirational, I'll go to Instagram, and in the top search bar here, I just type in motivation. Okay, so motivational quotes, the hashtag. So just go down and find one that you like. Find one and think, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So what you can do is you can find one. No, these are live. But anyway, you get my drift. So if you find one, you know, let's say it's this one: wake up, inspire, be better, repeat. So you can then take that quote, go over to Canva, create your own little graphic, and then you can post that. It's a really, really quick, easy, and simple way. So that's what I do for Instagram. I grab stuff from Instagram if I've got a bit of brain fog, I can't think anything like that. I do the same with Google as well. You can just go over to Google and go motivational quotes. Click images, and there you go. You got all this stuff there. You can either grab one of them and post them and write a little blurb. You know, if this one here, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. If that quote resonates with you, you can post that picture and you can write some text-based content on your Facebook wall as well to go with it. Or you can grab one of these quotes and make your own graphic on Canva and post it that way. That if you do it on Canva, you can always put your name down the bottom so it looks like it's branded to you. Okay, blogs. I said about going to leaders' blogs and having a look at some of their old stuff and finding something that you think is going to be relevant to your target audience and sharing it. So here, Ray Higdon's always my go-to guy for content, valuable content. If you're not following Ray, you should be. Every Friday night, I think it's 10 a.m. So 10 p.m. for me in Australia, 10 a.m. Eastern time in the US. He does a free coaching Friday. So he jumps on the live screen, lets people ask questions, and he answers them live. It's an awesome little skit. Again, awesome way to find leads and things like that. So here I just go to Ray's blog. I'd highly suggest getting on Ray's email list as well. So if you just grab one of these lead magnets, enter your email and stuff like that, he's got a lot of valuable content that he posts out every single day. So, you know, let's just scroll down. And what I'll do, I'll just scroll. So here we go. Look, it's got like 197 pages on his blog. So there is a ton of content. So what's it talking about here? Foreclosure. If you're a go-getter or need to raise capital, sign up for free. If you're an entrepreneur, you can get on this for free. Who is Ray Higdon? Let's go back. So basically, I would just find. So here we go. Does network marketing have anything to do with sales and building and relationship building? So I'll just find an old one, open it up, read it, and as I say, just take the core message of it. It doesn't have to be a big long spiel like that you're posting on Facebook. Just grab the core message of the content and basically tell it in your own person with your personality. Okay, so blogs, and that's it. So that's all I've got. I use Canva, I use Instagram, I use Google, I use people's blogs, I refer to old notes. That's basically what I do to come up with content on a daily basis. I read a lot. I'm always reading people's content on Facebook. The content's everywhere. YouTube, Google are a wealth of knowledge. So that is just about it, guys. That wraps us up for tonight. So has anyone got any questions? I'll just unmute. Just unmuted you there, Alison. And Ernest, I'm not sure why I can't unmute you, mate, but if you can click your little microphone, if you've got a question, fire away. Alison, have you got any questions regarding what we've been through and content creation, that sort of stuff?
No, I think I'm doing okay. Use Canva a lot.
Yeah, it's all good. You don't have any anything to ask?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, if you do come up with anything, feel free to post it in the group, and we can get everyone else that's going to see it as well. So, Ernest doesn't know what we're going to hear from Ernest. All righty. Well, thanks guys for jumping on. For the people that are watching and recording, I hope you get some value from it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and feel free to ask any questions you have. I'm more than happy to help. So that wraps it up for tonight, guys. I appreciate you being here. It's been a pleasure, and I'm going to go and work out what I'm going to share with you next week. Alrighty, guys. You have a good day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will speak to you shortly. Bye for now.